Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing well. I'm just kind of settling into my new environment, and it's been about, I think it's now in the third week of living in a new place, going to a new school, and just getting used to my environment. And I feel like there are so many temptations that come with new levels. And I remember literally 3 weeks ago when I was in my old environment, praying to God and asking God for a new environment. And I remember even specifically telling God, I'm so tired of dealing with these familiar spirits. I'm so tired of dealing with the same devils. I need something new in my life. These devils are boring. They're annoying. I already know what they want. I already know what type of temptations are coming to me, and I'm sick of it. And so now I'm in this new environment. There are all these new temptations, and it's things that I have never struggled with before. And I just wanted to make this audio to say, you know better, and you know what it is that you need to do. You know your character, so don't let your environment or the people around you or whatever the case may be pull you into doing things that you've never done before, pull you into behaving in ways and saying things that you would have never done because you know better. You have to be able to trust yourself enough to be like, I know better, and I know my character, and I know the things I do, and I know the things I do not do. And so there's no point in changing myself for other people, right? And there's no point in engaging in things so that other people can like you, because these people don't even like themselves. And I always have to remind myself that, I don't need to be liked by people who don't know who they are. I don't need to be liked by people who don't like themselves. I don't need to be. And so something I can be vulnerable and tell you, specifically, just being here in university and stuff like that, there's a lot of things that I see, and it's almost just so surprising to me, because in high school things are very close knit, and so it's just you kind of know everybody's business. Everybody's kind of watching you to make sure that you fall. Everybody's basically just trying to get an upper hand on you, and it's just so hard to be yourself in high school, or it's so hard to step out as a different version of yourself, because everybody always allocates this one version to you. But when you get in university, you see multiple versions of the same person, and it is so weird. And so I found myself befriending this girl, and she had traits and she did things that I didn't like, I didn't agree with, I felt were so annoying, right? And a lot of the times we want to vent to other people. Now, let me tell you this. If you feel like you haven't been getting blessings, or that something's been blocking your blessings, please, please, please tap into, if you've been venting to people, if you have been gossiping, please tap into that, because I'm telling you, that is a huge reason why blessings are blocked. That is a huge reason why random conflicts start to appear. When you are venting, those vents are going into other rooms. When you are gossiping, it always comes back to you, and so you have to be very, very mindful. This one girl, she kept doing these traits that I didn't like, and I didn't know if the people that we were hanging around was noticing the same thing, so I brought it up. Hey guys, if you've been following up with me, you would know that I've been in a wilderness season, and I've been documenting my season as well as how I overcame it and stepped into my Job blessing. I just came out with an ebook that God led me to create, detailing everything that I went through. Check it out in the link in my bio if you're interested. Love you all. And then they started being I noticed the same thing. And then it's just I feel every time I hang out with these people, all we do is talk about this girl and this trait that she has that she doesn't like. Now, my gossiping does not come from malicious intent. I'm not saying it's better than anything or that it's right, but it doesn't come from malicious intent. It comes from truly being frustrated with the way that this girl behaves. And God told me, like, I know that you're frustrated, but this is stuff that you're supposed to talk to me about. This is stuff that you're supposed to come to me on your knees about and ask me about. This is not high school, this is university. If you don't want to be friends with somebody, you don't have to. If somebody has a specific trait that you don't like anymore, you don't have to stay there. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to accept it. So ultimately, if someone's continuing to be themselves and do these things, that's on them, but it's on you if you continue to stay and then complain about the very things they're doing while you're staying. And so he very much checked me and told me, like, you don't deserve to gossip about this girl because that's the way that she behaves. You have to let her live her life. You're not in control of her life. You can't fix her life. And you guys are in university. If you don't want to hang out with somebody, you don't have to. And it's very much like I'm carrying this high school mentality of, like, I have to stick around these people, or I have to cling. And that's the one thing you don't want to do, is you do not want to cling, but I have been clinging. And so I just wanted to make this reminder to say you can overcome those temptations. And I repented and I told God, like, I'm sorry. I don't want this to come back to me. I don't want my reputation university to be, oh, you gossiped about somebody. I don't want any of that to be any of that. So I prayed to God about it. I repented, which means I'm going to actively take a stance in turning away from that act. And I also pray that God would present me with an opportunity to talk to this girl and bring up all these things that I've gossiped about. That way I can say it to her face, so that gossip isn't held against me. Because like I said, events go into other rooms, and let's say the two other people who I've been talking about her to, let's say they get mad at me or something, and they go running saying, she said this about you and this and this and this and this and this, then I'm caught up because I did say those things, right? But if I go and I confess those things to her, and if I say those things and I say how I feel, and she knows how I feel, then nothing can be held against me. But that's not the point. The point is, gossiping shouldn't happen in the first place. You don't need to tell people all your business. You don't have to say exactly how you feel. If you notice something and it doesn't align with who you are, simply notice it and make a mental note that that's not for you. But you don't have to talk about it or gossip about it or vent to people. I know venting is something we really want to do, but please get into therapy. If you're in university or in school, chances are you have free therapy. If you have insurance, chances are insurance covers like 80% of that. So please get into therapy and talk to somebody, a licensed professional with confidentiality. Talk to God, obviously, he's always there for that. Or get a journal and start writing those things down. Or open the audio app in your phone and just record audios of you venting. And then once you're done, you just click off and it's in your phone and it's safe. But gossiping will always come back to you, and it's never a good thing to do. Always be honest with people. And if you don't feel like you're close enough to be honest with people, then just simply distance yourself. You don't have to be in that area, right? We have the choice and the freedom to choose what we want to do and where we want to be, and so we should be using that.